Hello, I'm going to do a quick video on how to set up a Speeduino board. I'm also going to show you how to use Ardustim, a tester that provides crank and cam angle inputs as another way of testing your board's functionality. You need another Arduino to do this. In this case we're going to use another Mega. As you can see here, I've got my Speeduino board, I've got a spare Arduino Mega, and I've got a IDE cable with just general pin outs at the end. You don't need to use this. We just need a way of connecting 3 of the pins here into our Arduino Mega. That's just to test the Ardustim. You don't need the extra Mega just to load up your Speeduino. On the Speeduino wiki there is a page detailing how to load the firmware. You can use this for a little bit more in-depth information. The main thing we're going to need is the Speedyloader software, which is a small piece of software. It looks like this. We're going to plug our board into the computer. When we plug in our Speeduino, there is a switch here between program and run. When we're programming the board, just make sure it's flicked over to program. This is going to allow resets to install the firmware onto the board. Once we're finished, just flick that back to run. With our board connected, we're going to select the latest piece of firmware. Going to choose our port. Should come up automatically here, our COM3 Arduino Mega. We're going to upload. Once we've downloaded the software, we can click here to get a bass tune. I've downloaded this generic stock bass tune. If you have a bass tune listed here for your specific project, you can download that. If not, just download this one here and save it into a folder. And that is the firmware uploaded to our Speeduino. Next, you need to download a piece of software called Tuner Studio. If you install that, then you'll end up with this page here. When you first launch it, click New Project. Demo new. You decide where you're going to install it. Detect the firmware. It should detect the firmware currently on your board. Perfectly fine as it's done here. You can accept that. Next, if you want to test some of your hardware, including injector and ignition outputs, click here and activate. The only other thing I change here is Celsius. The rest is all fine as standard. Click next. Tested the port, successful connection, and finish. From here we can load our bass tune. So we're going to load tune, navigate to the folder your tune is in and load it onto the board. Open this file and it should load onto the controller. Now you can unplug your board and replug. Just like that, we've got our bass tune loaded. As mentioned in the previous video, I'm using a different map sensor, so we're going to check that first. As you can see, it's reading at 50 kPa as atmospheric, which is wrong currently. But we can come up here to Tools, Calibrate Pressure Sensor, and in this menu here, our MPX 5700 AP is registered, so we can burn and close that. And now you can see 98 kPa, which is a nice atmospheric reading. The next test we're going to do is checking our crank and cam input signals using Ardustim. So this is where our second Arduino board comes into play. Because we're using an Arduino Mega, the process is slightly different. We want to come to the Ardustim GitHub page. There's various information in here, including a fairly in-depth guide. I'm just going to give a little bit more information on how to use the Arduino Mega specifically. It's designed to run on Arduino Nano perfectly fine, but can work on the Mega and Uno boards. The process is just a little bit different. The main bit of information we want from this page is the wiring just here. So we're going to use the pin outputs from the Mega here. Using those pin outs, we're going to connect our crank, cam and ground inputs on the Speeduino board to the digital 51, 52 and 53 board here. In the case of our test, we're only going to use a single cam, so it's going to be pin 53, 52, and then we're also going to use one of the ground pins in the bottom here. If we come to our Speeduino board specific page, we have a pin out here. So the pins we're going to be checking for are the cam input and the crank input and the ground here. So in this case, pin 23, 24 and 25. So we're going to connect those to the relevant pins on the second Arduino for the crank and cam outputs as listed here. In terms of pin outputs, we have pin 23 from our Speeduino connected to the bottom ground pin. Pin 24 of our Speeduino is connected to pin 52 of our second Arduino, and pin 25 of our Speeduino is connected to pin 53, all in the bottom right hand corner here. To use Ardustim with our Mega, we're going to have to download the software in two different ways. So if we come down here onto the page, latest release link here. We're going to download this Ardustim exe file, which is going to work in a similar way to the software for Speedyloader, but then separately we're also going to download the source code here. The source code is going to extract into a folder like this, and then within Ardustim again, and then we need this folder here. For this you're going to have to download the Arduino IDE software or similar, so open that up to start off with, and then you should just be able to open this INO file here, and it will load all of the files within that folder. Ensure you're using the correct COM port to upload your file to. In this case we're going to use COM port 5, and then we're going to upload all of this to our second Arduino. So we've uploaded this sketch with all of these files onto our second Arduino. We can then launch the Ardustim software. This is the Ardustim software exe that we downloaded earlier. We don't need to upload firmware. If you're using a Arduino Nano, that would be the button you'd use and it would upload simply. Because we're using the Mega, we've had to upload the firmware manually. So we just click on our COM port 5, the one we've uploaded our firmware to, and click connect. Here you can see our software. So we've currently got it set to a fixed RPM, 1500 RPM, and in here in the config we can select our type of crank patterns. There's many in here, so you can choose the one that you're going to use for the car. If you look here, you can now see the lights flashing for the transceiving and receiving on the second Arduino board, which is going to be sending our signal to our Speeduino. If we come back to Tuner Studio now, you can now see we have our engine speed coming on, full sync, which means it's getting the crank and cam input signals. The engine appears to be running correctly. The only thing we notice here is our engine speed is incorrect. As we saw, it was a fixed RPM of 1500. So the only other thing we need to do straight away is our trigger setup. So we come in here. So we can see we're currently on a dual wheel trigger pattern. If we change that to a 12 and 1 missing tooth, like so, and burn the file. The other settings we need to change are the engine constants. So in here, I'm going to make sure there's 4 cylinders selected. I'm going to change it to a sequential injector layout. Make sure you've got the correct board selected here. 4-stroke, all of the information in here is correct. As you can see, it's now reading 1501 RPM, which matches our Ardustim value here. And if we were to use a sweep, we can now see the RPM changing in line with the Ardustim output. One other nice check we've got here is the injector LED drivers are going to be lit up even without the 12 volts applied, as you'd have to do in hardware testing. As you can see there, maybe a bit blurry and a bit dim, but you can see the injectors flashing. This is just a basic check to see if your Speeduino is working, and you can play around with different crank and cam inputs and possibly even design your own to work with engines that aren't currently default supported in the Tuner Studio software. Hope this has helped and explains a nice, effective way of testing your Speeduino boards without having to plug it straight into an engine to begin with. Any questions, just let me know. Subscribe for future videos. The next one I'll be finishing up my Speeduino, adding a case of connectors and making it a more complete unit. Thanks for watching.